Where's my script? It's made with post-consumer and ocean-bound plastic and shipped in recyclable materials. And purge some things that I don't want to take into the new year with me. I'm so glad trouble don't last always. All right, it's the last work week of the year. And so I'm gonna get a little work done. And when I say little, I mean a little. Got my Superwoman cup today because I need to focus. I don't have a whole lot of work to do for my day job, but I do have some things I want to get done for quick commuting, for my own brand, and planning for the year. So let's get to work. So every morning I kind of get up and write down like one thing I must do, like absolutely must do. If there's nothing that you absolutely must do, like a deadline or something like that, don't put in there. Only one thing can go in there. And then I put things I need to do, and the max is 5 here. I can't have more than 5 things I need to do. And then the rest goes into things I would like to do. Like number 1, get these nails soaked off. These nails look crazy. Anyway, and then I put my schedule down for the day as well. So this is my schedule for the day. So I usually do this I usually try to do this at night before I go to bed, but if not, I do it in the morning before I get started. So okay, first order of business today. The first thing on my list is to redo this campaign. This is the thing that is on my must list. Typically, if you have something on your must list, you should do it first. Okay, so I have one thing, and you're only supposed to have one thing on your must do today list, and ideally you do that first. So the thing on my must-do list is I have to re-record this campaign for a brand. I sent them in my draft, and they wanted to rework some things. They wanted to change the order, and so I have to redo the voiceover. So I just rewrote my script, and I'm about to do the video for that. But yeah, your one thing that you must do today, you want to try to do that first if you can. If you can, you want to try to get that out of the way so that the rest of the day is cake. Once you get your must-do done, the rest of the day is cake. Okay. We ready? We ready. Not everyone loves their work computer, but let me tell you 5 reasons to love the Number 1, with a 12th generation Intel Core i7 processor, I can be way more productive and efficient. Love that. Number 2, it's made with post-consumer. Oh, that's not the right order. Already messed up. Did I say this for number 2? Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, let me change the order. So I am editing this video in InShot. So I put together a few frames for this campaign, and then I am editing them in InShot, which is an app, a phone app where you can edit videos. And InShot actually has a voiceover feature. So I can record on here. All right. Where's my script? Number 1, with a 12th generation Intel Core i7 processor, I can be way more productive and efficient. Love that. Number 2, it's made with post-consumer and ocean-bound plastic and shipped in recyclable materials. I just finished uploading the updated reel to submit to this brand. And y'all, it took me an hour, and I only had an hour allocated to do work for quick commuting. So it took up the whole hour I had allocated to do work for quick commuting, and now I got to switch gears to do work for my day job. And hopefully if I find some time later, I can circle back to some of the things. But like, this is what it's like. You can't always get everything done. You just can't always get everything done. But I got the most important thing done for right now. So I may have some time to like come back and work on some more quick commuting stuff. Because I, of course, have more stuff to do, but this took an hour. And now I gotta switch gears. This is what happens when you don't just have one job. What's up, y'all? It's Tuesday. Wednesday? Oh my God, it's Wednesday. Last week of the year, last week of 2022, and I'm about to deep clean my house this week, and I decided to break it up and like do a different room every day. And so right now I'm about to deep clean my office. And by deep clean, let me tell you what I mean. So I have these filing cabinets full of papers. I have 1, 2 filing cabinets full of papers and documents that I do not need. So I'm about to get rid of that stuff. And then this dresser that I put this little dresser thing, it doesn't really work. I got some crap in there I need to throw away. And then I have a bunch of papers up here. And then I've got all these like notebooks and stuff up here that I need to either put somewhere, throw away, whatever. And a bunch of COVID tests that I'm probably never going to use. So I just have a bunch of crap in here that I need to get rid of and purge before the end of the year. So I'm about to do this room and then my bathroom, because I was supposed to do the bathroom yesterday, because I said I was going to do a room a day. And I have 7 rooms, 7 days. Makes sense. I haven't done anything, so I'm probably going to do 2 rooms today and 2 rooms tomorrow. And tonight it's going to be the office and the bathroom. So I'm about to get to work and purge some things that I don't want to take into the new year with me. Cleaning out this drawer. Quick question. Why do I have this? This iPhone 6S. Like, why do we keep these? I don't even understand. Like, why are we like this? God, it's just so much trash. I'm trying to, so what I'm doing is I'm throwing the like bills and stuff that I have into a box to take it to a shredder. And then just the envelopes, I'm just gonna put those in the recycling bin. Oh God. I know this is gonna happen. I knew going through this stuff was gonna like pull up stuff for Jaden, because like the files for my babies is in here, and this is a bill from the hospital where Jaden was. And then here's my folder with Jaden's stuff for school. Whenever I would enroll him in school, like I would have to keep his shot records. Saw his shot records and his physical for when I enrolled him in football, and his report card from 2010 and 2011. Ah, my baby's grades were so good. I know I should get rid of this stuff. This is his middle school. His middle school papers. I don't need to keep his shot records. God, I miss him so much. This is a printout, so I have this somewhere. I don't need to keep his shot records. That's silly. I don't know if I'm ready to throw them away either. I'm just gonna set it aside. I don't have to make this decision right now. It's wild because I am not a sentimental person. Like, I don't necessarily need to keep things from people that people have given me. I'm not usually sentimental. Like I told my mom. My mom and I talk a lot about like what happens when she leaves. What's supposed to happen when she leaves. And I'm not keeping a bunch of her stuff. Like, I'll probably keep my favorite. She collects rabbits. I'll probably keep my favorite rabbit. She collects Barbies. I'll probably keep one of those. And like something FAMU. But like, I'm not sentimental. I don't like to keep a lot of stuff. But for some reason, like I can't let go of anything Jaden related. He gave me this, like a few months before we lost him, he gave me this phone stand that barely freaking works. And I just cannot throw it away because he gave it to me. And it's so wild because, again, I am not really that sentimental when it comes to things. All right, drawer 1 is clean. That wasn't difficult. Now to figure out, like, what am I going to keep these? Should I keep these? I think I may keep them and use them for storage for, like, my camera equipment and stuff. Because I was actually thinking about buying a new shelf and using that as storage space. But I can use this. I already have storage space. Like, use what we already got. Right? Let's do the best with what I got. Oh my God, I got a whole nother drawer. And then I got 2 more over there. I'm sitting here going through this documentation, and I stumbled upon a folder full of documents from when I almost lost my house. Back in 2011, 2012. My house almost went into foreclosure. I had a mortgage with Wells Fargo. And I went through, actually, I'm looking at this. I started this process in September. It was still going on September 2011. It was still going on in January 2012. And I sent them this letter, just so frustrated at how long it was dragging out, and they weren't giving me any information. Like, I itemized every single time I contacted them, every single time I submitted anything. So September 15th was the first time I contacted them to ask for a loan modification for my loan. And this was still going on in January. So that went from September 15th all the way through January. And one of these letters, like, it just sounds so exasperated and afraid. And I remember how I felt back then. I mean, it was my fault I was in the situation, but I was trying to do what they told me I could do to rectify it. And I sold this house. I ended up renting this house out while I traveled the world for a year. And then I sold it. But I was in such a bad place at this time. And it's just such a great reminder that, like, you know, not to be all super religious, but trouble don't last always. And, like, whatever we're going through in the moment, like, it won't last. This too shall pass. And I remember being terrified and desperate that I was going to lose my house. And it worked out. I mean, it ended up working out. I ended up not losing my house. They modified my loan, changed my payments, and I could afford it, and I got back on track. And did not make a late payment again. And then I ended up renting my house out while I traveled the world for a year. But God, this was a tough time in my life. This was a really dark time. I was depressed. Part of the reason why I had gone into foreclosure is because I had gone through a really bad breakup. And I was really depressed. And I had basically started ignoring my bills and spending money, just doing stupid stuff. And it's just so crazy that, like, I don't even have that house anymore. Somebody else is living in that house. I made some good money off that house. And the financial struggles that I was in, I'm so far from them. And the amount of money that I was making at the time, I make more than double it right now. Like, it's just enough to make you want to shout. Like, man, trouble don't last always, man. Trouble don't I'm so glad. Trouble don't last always. I'm so glad. Trouble don't last always. Listen. Amazing. I want to show you something that I think everyone should have in their home. My mom had one growing up, and that is a strong box or an in-home safe. This is fireproof, this is floodproof, and all those things. And all my super important documents are in here, like Social Security cards, birth certificates, insurance policies. My will is in here, my trust documents, my power of attorney for financial, power of attorney for health, all my insurance policies are in here. The deed to my house is in here, like important stuff. So you should get one of these and then give the key. Keep a key somewhere safe, but then give a key to somebody that you really trust also. Got to have a strong box. I actually might change this to a what is the word I'm looking for? Combination lock one. But yeah, so I'm with the digital age. Like I would love to I would keep all this stuff somewhere safe in the digital, in the cloud somewhere. But like nothing beats an old school physical copy of this stuff. So that if you ever need it, like the passports are in here too as well. So like whenever I need my passports, I come in here and get them. Whenever we are not on a trip, I keep them in here. So yeah, I recommend a strong box. This is the adult thing to do, folks. Oh my God, I'm looking at my 2002 tax returns. 2002, I don't know, how old was I? 22? In 2002, I was not 24. I was 24. Holy shit, I was 24 in 2002. And I made $18,000 for the whole year. Like, I'm not making this up. I made $18,000 for the whole year in 2002. This was right before my 2002 taxes. I got a refund of $1,000. This is the year before I had my daughter. That's wild. And then 2003, how much did I make in 2003? 2003, I had my daughter. Oh my God, this is the year I had my daughter. My total income, no way. That's not right. Really? Oh my God, I think this is right. My total income in 03 was $3,900. I mean, the statute of limitations has passed on this, but part of this is because for most of this year, I worked for somebody that paid me in cash. So I made more than that, but you know, I was about to be a struggling single mama, so we did what we did, you know. That's so crazy. 04 was my first real job. I had my first real job in 04. And this was after I had my daughter, and I was working for full-time. I was working full-time in customer service. And I made $19,000 for the whole year. That's wild. My income that year was $19,000. My adjustable gross income was $19,000. Wait a second. Who's did those stencils behind my back? You sent them there to hit your bets. I was living in a trailer with my little girl. I was on Medicaid. I was on food stamps. And the whole year I made $19,000. No cash. I wasn't even working for that company. $19,000 is all I made. Life has changed. Life has definitely changed. 2008. Life came up. It's 2008. We skipped some years. Oh my God, it's so crazy to see how my income has grown over the years. 05, I made $26,000. This was the year, I think I got a promotion. So I went from 19,000 to 26, and I had gotten a promotion that year. And I was still in grad school. I was working full time, and I was in grad school full time. And I graduated at the end of this year. I graduated December 05. So I went from 19 to 26,000 in 07. I mean 05, and then 06 I got my first like job. Like I moved to Atlanta in March to work for Deloitte. And my income for the year was $45,000. $45,000. That's how much I made in 06. And that was pretty damn good. $45,000. God, my life has changed so much. My life has changed so much. My adjusted gross income in 07, that was 06. So my first year in Atlanta was that. This is my second year in Atlanta. My first full year in Atlanta was 07. I made $50,000 adjustable gross income. I make so much more than this now. This is so crazy. This is so crazy. And I remember being so excited. Like, that was a really great salary. It is a really great salary. In '08, I made $68,000. So '07, I was at 51. In '08, I went to 68. This is so crazy. This is in '08. God, life has changed for the better, y'all. Trouble don't last always. What's up, y'all? It's Thursday of the last week of the year, and today's purge is going to be, this used to be my daughter's room. It is going to be my workout room. And I've just been like throwing boxes and stuff in here. So I need to take all this shit out of here and put it in the recycle bin. And then my dog ruined my mat. Like, he ate up my mat under my Peloton. So I gotta get that up, get that out of here. And then I'm gonna purge the dining room. I'm in two rooms today. This room and the dining room. I decided to take a little break. I did finish purging that one room, but I'm starving. So I'm gonna go by my local diner and get some breakfast and do some planning. Like, I need to do some content planning for January, plan some virtual events, and some trips. So I'm gonna do some brainstorming, listen to an audiobook, eat, be merry, all of that. And I like getting out of the house to plan and brainstorm sometimes, because I feel like being in the same place all the time stifles creativity. So sometimes I have to get out of the house and just like go to a bar or go to the park or go eat and brainstorm. So that's what I'm doing. Sitting here, I wrote down like a little grid, January, February, March, so the 3 months of the quarter, and the 4 kind of topic areas that I want to talk about on the socials: productivity, travel, lifestyle, remote work. And then I wrote some ideas for topics in each of these, and I will turn this into a content plan, but this is just kind of a brainstorm for now. So came back home and was about to work on some stuff. My daughter called and needed help with her budgeting because she has some car repairs that she's got to get done, and her paycheck is like barely cutting it. She has like some money in savings, but she's also got to pay her rent, light bill, gas bill, all of that. And so we sat down and did her budget to see how much she would be short, and she was going to be short by $150 after she factors in everything that she has to pay. So I'm gonna let her borrow $150. So, but now I'm about to record a video. I'm applying for a program, an accelerator called Builders and Backers here in Tulsa. It's a 90-day accelerator program, and they're looking to help you start an idea that you have for a business. And I have an idea to streamline the application process. And so I'm about to put together, you can respond either via text or video to the application. I'm going to do video just because it's easier for me to talk through things than type things. So I went and drew my eyebrows on so I can record that video right quick. So that's what I'm about to do. Wish me luck. I'm excited for this. This would be really, really cool if I get to do this. I've been meaning to really get into this for a while now, so I'm excited. Wish me luck. I will keep y'all posted. Applications close tomorrow. I was supposed to apply for this last month. I was supposed to do an early application and I didn't, but whatever, we're getting it done. Okay, recorded the video. Listen, it's done. I feel fine about it. I got a couple of little tweaks to do, but I'm not gonna overthink this. I'm just gonna get it done and get it submitted because, again, it's due tomorrow, and wish me luck. We got a whole situation. So my dryer stopped working. This was my dryer. That's the inside of it. And there's the drum. My house is a hot mess. Hopefully the dryer will be working because I've been going to the laundromat for the last month. Yeah, I'll wash here and then I'll take things to the laundromat. And I ain't got time for that. I am now working on my content plan, and I want to show you guys the transition from that brainstorm that I was doing at the diner this morning to building out an actual content plan. So I'm gonna bring you over to my computer. Join me on my computer so I can show you like what that transition looks like. All right, so I took that little, let me go here. I took that little doodle that I was doing, and this is what I was doing on the doodle. When I was at the diner, this is the stuff that I wrote down. I just wrote it down in a different order. I wrote productivity. I mean, I wrote the themes this way and the months this way. But I turned that here. And then what I'm doing is taking some of this stuff and saying, okay, where can I talk about these things from a content perspective? So I've built a content plan here by week. Oh, let me fix my camera. Whatever. So I built a content plan here for January, and it has like the days of the week. So that's the first week, week 2, week 3. And then I've got up here, like, where do I want these themes to come out? I talk about pretty much 4 themes: productivity, remote work, travel, and lifestyle. So what days do I want to talk about these different themes? And so what I'm doing is looking at these themes that I wrote down during my brainstorm and saying, okay, well, what is the topic I can talk about at that time? I mean, what is the topic I can talk about under this theme, and when can I do it? So like planning the year, that I would talk about the very first week of the year. And I do productivity on Sundays and some on Thursday. So day 1, planning for the year, how I brought in 2023, what I hope to accomplish this year. So this is me like writing out topics that I could do reels on or content on. Let me take that out because that's late. And so I'm just going through the weeks. I also sit down like once a quarter and put in the holidays. So like I go to this day of the week, days of the month, whatever. There's this calendar that tells you like what day every day, what thing is going on every day or every week. And so like I write those in here too, in case that's going to guide what my content is. Like January 9th is National Clean Your Desk Day. And since I work remotely, that'd be a great day to do a clean my desk with me video, right? A reel. Cut your energy costs day. And so that would be a great day to do a blog post on tips to keep energy costs low while working from home. And this is falling on a travel day, so that's not technically travel, but it's a holiday, so I can override that. And it doesn't fit into any of the themes that I mentioned. But again, it's a little holiday, so I can work that in. And so this is what I'm doing. This is the process. So I try to do this once a month, just sit down and like go through content and think about what content could I put in here based on the themes that I want to talk about and based on what's happening. Any campaigns I have going, like I'm about to open up one-to-one coaching sessions again. So I want to put that in here. I'm about to go to Puerto Rico at the end of the month. I'm doing a photo shoot with my friends the week of the 22nd, the weekend of the 22nd. So doing a photo shoot recap, like, right? And stuff like that. So that's how I turned that brainstorm into an actual plan. So again, this was the brainstorm. This is just kind of what I wrote down while I was sitting having breakfast. And then I'm turning that into actual topics and when I'm going to post these things. I just wanted to share that. Last day of the year. Up early to take this guy to go get a bath. Tonka! Hey, buddy. He smells terrible. And I cannot take this into 2023. Yeah, so we're headed to PetSmart so he can get his ass washed. The dog's been dropped off, went home and did a little bit of work, prepping for, I'm doing a live session on planning, a live planning session on YouTube tomorrow. So I sent out emails and set up everything for that. And now I am driving to OKC, driving to Oklahoma City to get a facial. So it's the last day of the year. I'm going to get a facial, my last facial of the year. And the reason I go all the way to OKC is like when I first moved to Tulsa, I was trying to find like a black esthetician or a black owned spa to get facials, and I could not find one here in Tulsa. So there is a black owned spa, which is where I'm getting my massage tomorrow, and they do facials, but I wanted a black esthetician. And so the only one I found was in OKC, and she's amazing. She's so good. So she is definitely worth the drive. It's only about an hour and a half drive. Only about. That's what happens when you live in Atlanta for a long time. Like an hour drive is an only situation. Like it's not a big deal. But the cool thing is like I'll go to OKC and like I can spend a little bit of time there and have lunch and stuff like that. So it's not a bad drive. Like I don't mind driving to OKC to go see her. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Dog's been dropped off. He's getting washed, and now I'm about to go get a facial for the last day of the year. I think my melasma is back. Hello, moisture. I needed this so badly. I just want to touch my face, but I'm not supposed to. So look, I just packed my stuff up. I'm gonna go stay at a hotel tonight. I booked a hotel room, and I'm gonna take myself to a very fancy dinner. I hope I make it because I don't have reservations, but they have a bar and it's just me. And then I'm going to stay at a hotel, light some candles, play some music, take a nice long shower or bath, and do some isolated contemplation. I'm gonna review the year. I'm gonna set my intentions for next year and just spend time with myself. I'm really excited about it, super excited about it. If Taco would just get out of my way, I could go. He's trying to block, he don't want me to leave. Just got to my hotel room. I am getting dressed to treat myself to a nice dinner. I hope that they have space at the bar. I've got a couple places in mind. I have another place in mind in case this one doesn't work out, but very excited. And I also ran into my homeboy, literally homeboy, like we're from the same town. Like I met him here in Tulsa, but he's from Tallahassee, even went to my high school. Anyway, ran into him in Target tonight randomly, and he's trying to get me to go to this party tonight, and he happens to have an extra ticket, so I'm debating. The plan was dinner, come home, reflect, relax, but something in me is like, this seems like a coincidence that is trying to tell you you need to shake your ass. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Good morning and welcome to 2023. It's January 1st. It's January 1st, 2023. I sound a mess. I slept late. I got up around like 9:15, and I've been online all morning trying to book a flight because there was a flight deal, airfare to Dakar, Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. I don't know if that's how you say it. And Gambia. And I think I'm going to book Dakar because I want to go there to learn to surf. And I know someone that lives there as well, and I would love to go see her. But I might book this Ivory Coast trip too because my homegirl is going to Ivory Coast. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out after I get out this bed. It's currently like 10 something. If you know me, staying in the bed till 10 is like freaking unheard of. And this is how I'm starting the year. This is exactly how I wanted to start the year. But I got to check out of this hotel. I need to go walk my dog. And I have a massage scheduled for today. And I have a live planning session on YouTube today. So I need to get up and get my life together and go book this flight and go home. Anyway, Happy New Year. Whew, I gotta get out of here. So I fell asleep thinking about this last night. First of all, I have a slight headache from the champagne I drank last night. I'm sure it wasn't champagne. From the champagne I drank last night. And normally I'm pretty good about if I have more than like 3 drinks, because I had a few drinks at the restaurant, right? And so normally I'm pretty good about like if I'm gonna have more than 3 drinks before I go to bed, I drink like a cup of water and take an Advil and I'm fine. But I forgot to do that last night and I actually didn't think I drank that much. So I have a slight headache. But anyway, I went to sleep thinking about my word for the year. Do you guys do this? Do you do a word of the year? Every year I choose a word that like embodies like what my focus will be for the year. 2022, it was evolve. And I went to bed thinking about, and I've been thinking about this for a couple of weeks, but I think I made the decision last night. I think my word is gonna repeat this year. I think that it's a 2-year word. And not because like, oh, I just need a do-over, but I think that the way I'm envisioning how I want to evolve as a person, as a woman, as a parent, a business owner, all of those things, I don't think I could do it in just a year. I think 2022 was, some of that evolution happened, but I also think that I laid a lot of foundation for it. And I still have some more evolving to do this year. So I think I'm gonna keep my word of the year as evolve this year. So I would love to know your word of the year. Let me know in the comments what your word of the year is, if you do a word of the year. Or phrase of the year. Like whatever it is you do, I would love to know what it is. Libra is gonna continue evolving this year. I want to be damn near unrecognizable. And from a standpoint of like, physically, yes, like I want to do a few things to evolve physically. Like I want to get back in shape. I have been wanting new teeth for a long time, so I want to do something about my teeth. I already started with the hair situation, right? So I'm rocking straight hair, which I have not done in since 2018. And even when I do wear my hair straight, it's like once every 3 years and I only do it for like 3 days. So that's a big change. And then from like a business standpoint, I want to branch out into more things, try some things that's been on my someday list for a long time. Like I want to write a book. It's just a lot that I want to do and change. And then from a financial standpoint, like I want to be a financial powerhouse this year. Like, I mean, that was the plan last year. And I definitely made a lot of great changes financially and I have more to make. So yeah, I think that this is a 2-year word for sure. Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm sticking with. I love a new year. God, I love a fresh start. I just got some of that in my mouth. Gross. Gross. But I freaking love a fresh start. And I cannot wait to see what this new year has for us. Can't wait. Can't wait another minute.